Hi everyone. In previous class we learned about the DC resistance of diode. Okay. In this class we are going to learn about AC resistance of diode. Okay. So second one is an AC resistance of diode. AC resistance of diode. Okay. So here we know that the VA characteristics of the diode. Here we are using a same scale for a reverse bias as well as a forward bias. So the characteristics will look like so here we are having 0.7 volts per silicon diode, and here it is the reverse bias. So here we are having an IS. So this is a reverse bias condition. So we use this VI characteristics for finding out the AC resistance of the diode. Okay, so in previously we learned about the DC resistance. That time we are having an input voltage as a DC voltage and the current is also a DC voltage. So we get the resistance simply by using a voltage and current, that is nothing but VD by ID. Okay, so but here we are using an AC resistance. So we are going to find out the AC resistance. So we are giving a input as a AC voltage. So the corresponding current is also a AC current. Okay, so this formula whatever this is there, that could not be applicable for finding out the AC resistance. Okay, so here we are using a VI characteristics to find out the AC resistance of the diode. Okay, so here the circuit is this one. Consider a simple circuit which consisting of a non-linear element. The resistance is there. So here we are giving a AC input. Okay, so the input is a AC input, nothing but the input which is continuously varies with time. As this voltage is an input, is a AC input, then the corresponding current is also an AC current. Okay, okay, so based on this voltage whatever we are giving, that voltage is continuously varies with time. So depending upon this current and voltage we are going to find out the resistance. Okay, as this voltage and current varies with time, so the resistance is also varies with time. So we are going to find out by using this AC voltage and AC current. Okay, as this voltage and current are changes with time, so the operating point is also moves either up or down. As this operating point moves either up or down, so the resistance will also changes depending upon the time. Okay, so the AC resistance we also called as a dynamic resistance. Okay, let us consider. So better to draw again. So ID and VD is there. So here I am giving a. Okay, so these are the VI characteristics of the diode. Based on this VI characteristics of the diode, we are going to find out the AC resistance, where the input value is varies with time. As the input values are varies with time, so the operating point may either moves or up or down. Okay, so depending upon that cube operating point, we are having a resistance that is also varies with time. Okay, so let us consider here is a 0.7 is there. Okay, so let us consider 3 points over here. Okay, so let us consider here is a V1, V2 and V3, and here is a I1, I2 and I3. Okay, so first of all we are having an operating point at over here. Okay, so as we are giving a voltage 0, so let us consider here it is a and 0 voltage, so the corresponding current is a 0 current over here. Okay, 0 current is there. Okay, as we increase the AC voltage to up to this value, the maximum value is reached, so the current is also moves up. As this voltage and current moves over here, so the operating point moves above, right? Let us consider this as a Q1. Okay, so the voltage moves from here to here, so the corresponding current is also moves over here to here. Okay, now we are getting a new operating point, that is nothing but a Q1. Okay, and now this voltage is moves down. Okay, and this voltage moves down, so the current is also moves down. Okay, so the corresponding operating point now becomes here, this only, right, in the negative way. Okay, so here now voltage now here become down to this range. Okay, now the current, corresponding current is also moves down over here. Okay, now the operating point is in this region. Okay, right, and now this moves up to this zero value again. Okay, so now here become current, corresponding current is also moves above. Okay, now the operating point moves over here. Okay, so the operating point moves from here to here and from here to here and now from here to here. So let us consider here it is a Q2 and Q3. Okay, so Q1, Q2 and Q3 and Q again. Okay, so the operating point, so like here it is nothing but a voltage sine by VAC, and here it is a IAC. Voltage that is varies continuously with time, and current that is varies continuously with time. This is nothing but a sine wave, right? So this is varies with time. Okay, so we are getting a operating point that is changes from here to here and here to here, from here to here, based on the input values that we are going to give. Okay, now we are considering this curve, whatever the curve is there, that is outside. So we now draw the curve. Okay, so this is a curve, so we draw a straight line tangent to the curve. Okay, so here it is a straight line. I am taking this curve to be here and I am drawing a straight line that is a tangent to the curve through the operating point. Here we are having an operating point which define a AC voltage and current, so which can use to determine the AC resistance. Okay, so I am taking this curve. Okay, so this curve to be out and I am drawing the straight line which is tangent to the curve through the operating point. Here we are having operating point, right? So this, through this operating point we are drawing a straight line which is tangent to the curve, so which defines a AC voltage and AC current to find out the AC resistance of the diode. Okay, so now, okay, so we are drawing a curve like this one. Okay, so here it is a triangle we are drawing a straight line tangent to the curve. So now here becomes it is a delta VD and here it is a delta ID, right? So here it is now in this become, so the base will become delta VD and this is above becomes an ID, delta ID. Okay, so this AC resistance is given by delta VD by delta ID. Okay, so the AC resistance is nothing but the AC voltage divided by AC resistance. Okay, so but here we are using a different equation rather than this equation, that is nothing but RD is equals to 26 millivolts by delta ID. Okay, how we are getting this equation, now we are going to see that one. Okay, so this is an important one. Okay, so now we are going to derive this equation such that we are only using this AC current to find out the AC resistance of the diode. Okay, so we know that the diode current equation is